Hey guys, how you guys doing? This is Jay Burnham with The Real Jay Burnham Show. Thank you so much for coming in and to watch my channel. I appreciate it so much. I'm sad. I am. This whole thing that's happening in Charlottesville is really it's disgusting. And I, for one, don't think it represents America or true Americans. We've got a situation where we're so divisive, where we're so right or we're so left that we can't even see the noses in front of our faces. We're so deluded and so much in denial that it's hard to even come into the middle and see that things are wrong when they're wrong, or to negotiate when we need to negotiate. Charlottesville is what's wrong with America. This is what's wrong with America. We've got the communists and Antifa on the far left. Then we have the white nationalists on the right. And we don't have many sane people in the middle. And it's very sad. It's horrific, horrendous. And it needs to stop. That said, as a Christian, I have read the Bible. I've read the book of Revelation, and I know it's going to just get worse. And that's what hurts me the most. But I want to say, as a person who leans conservative, who leans right politically, that I'm appalled, I am shamed, and I disavow and denounce everybody who committed violence at Charlottesville the other day. And to that young man, that 20-year-old young man that decided to take his car and plow into a group of people that he objected to, you, sir, should rot in hell. I wish there was the death penalty. I wish there was, because it is people like you that actually deserve it. Now people are saying, but Jay, you're a Christian. Don't you disagree with the death penalty? No, I don't. We're all going to die. I don't disagree in situations like this. But here's the thing. I don't want to even get into that really. I am heartened. I am disheartened. And I am sad over such vindictiveness and vilification from both sides of the aisle when it comes to this situation. And we need to stop placing blame on Donald Trump or Black Lives Matter or the Antifa and stop calling people who voted for Donald Trump, stop calling them bigots and misogynists and stuff just because they voted for Donald Trump. They voted Donald Trump because they thought he would be best for this country. I personally didn't vote for Donald Trump. I personally did not support Donald Trump. This one, I sat it out because I didn't like either of the candidates, and there was really no third-party candidate that was worth anything to even try to help. But that said, I am not a Donald Trump supporter, but to call people who voted for Donald Trump misogynists or bigoted or racist doesn't help. And the right, it doesn't help that you guys call them foul names either, like communists or libtards or anything like that. That doesn't help the conversation. It doesn't progress us forward in our communications. And we need to stop it. We need to stop it. I am not placing blame for the violence on any one particular group, because it took two groups to clash. It took the Antifa, Black Lives Matter, to fight with the white nationalists, and it took the white nationalists to fight with the Antifa and Black Lives Matter. It took two people to fight. You know, there is an argument to say if the Black Lives Matter and the Antifa counter-protesters hadn't shown up, that it would have been a peaceful protest. Okay, fair enough. However, there's also the argument, if the if the white nationalists didn't show up, then there would have been no need for the Black Lives Matter Antifa to show up and counter-protest. We're in America, and we all have the right to say in speech, our freedom of speech. We all have the right to assemble and make ourselves heard and protest or counter-protest, and I'm all for it. I don't care how horrible your viewpoints are. We have the right to do it. And that brings me to the next subject. There was a video, or not a video, but a photo rather, of a black police officer guarding the white nationalists, the Nazis and the Ku Klux Klan, the KKK guys. They're all given the Hitler sign. They're all laughing and joking and have, you know, the Southern Cross and the Nazi symbols and the swastika all flying back. And why that black police officer just stood calmly with his arms crossed in front of him, looking at the crowd in front of him, protecting those people that they say they hate. That to me is a hero. A guy who could do his job in the face of that much hate. Despite the fact that those people hated him, he stood there silently, solidly, to do his duty, to do his job. Whether he liked it or not, he did his job. I don't know that officer's name. I wish I did, but he's a hero. We need to do more of that. We, Americans, you and I, need to do more of that. Whether we agree or not agree, we need to stand there silently and solidly, with solidarity with one another, and let the people who want to spew off their hate and their bigotry and their racism from both sides, let them stew, let them spit out what they want to do. But we need to stand there and do our duties as Americans. Stand there silently and solidly with solidarity and be Americans together. This is what we need to do. I know that it's hard. It's hard for me sometimes. Sometimes I get so upset with the political left. But today, I'm upset with the political right. Mostly. But from me to you, to the people in Charlottesville, I say I'm sorry. I say I apologize. I am embarrassed. I am ashamed of our American citizens today. And that's hard for me to do. But I will stand with Charlottesville in any way and capacity I can. And I'm hoping this video does a little bit to let you guys know that I love you. And I'm praying for each and every one of you guys. All of you. This is a sad day. That's my video. Like it or not, share it or not. I love you. God bless.